It's me, and today I'm excited. I am back for part 2 of my 3-part decluttering series, where I'm going through my entire art room, decluttering, reorganizing. It needs to be done. I'm dropping one of these videos per month, just so that we don't get too decluttery. Back-to-back videos of decluttering is a lot. If you missed part 1, I went through my entire art supply collection, and it feels so good to have all of that gone through. So now it's time to tackle the plushies. As you can see behind me, I have a quite substantial collection of squishmallows,
which I love.
and I will be keeping many of them. However, this is an enormous amount of squishmallows. If it were just this, I would say, you know what? Squishmallows are worth it. They're amazing. It's not just this. I have a whole other area that's dedicated to squishmallows as well over there, and I'm beginning to feel like maybe I need to just downsize my collection to just fit on these shelves because this is crazy. Also, I've been recently eyeing that area for something different, and I'll get into that later. So I'm gonna have to make some hard decisions with my squishmallows. Anything that doesn't fit on these shelves has to go.
But it's not just my squishmallows.
I have a whole other set of shelves that is currently the combo living space for me plushies,
That's not improper grammar. I mean Mariah Elizabeth plushies.
along with my Blob Universe figures. It looks freaking amazing, and I was so obsessed with it when I set it up. However, kind of bothers me a little bit. The Blob Universe figures are art, and the plushies are plushies. So I feel like they need to live in different places. I might be separating them. I also have the problem and issue, which is a great problem and issue, and it's not actually a problem and issue at all, which is that I've released even more plushies in the past months, hence this pile right here. Because that whole wall of shelves is completely full, I haven't been able to put my new plushies on display yet, and I really am obsessed with some of them. They have to go on the display. And so I need to get my blobs into a new home, these onto that shelf, my overflow squishmallows out of here. There's also one more plushie situation, which is the one right in my background where I sit for most of my intros and a lot of my videos, you know, that thing. Right under my squishy display are a bunch of plushies. I was attempting to make a rainbow of plushies, which kind of works, but at the time I put all those plushies there, I didn't have like great representation for every single color. Since then, I've released so many new plushies, and I feel like now I actually do have a good rainbow of plushies, and so I kind of want to swap those out and put some new plushies back there. But
One little logistical thing though.
even though these decluttering videos are going to be launched one per month, I'm actually filming all of this at once because I just want to get it done. You're going to see that that has changed before you see this video. It doesn't matter really. Anyway, step 1, declutter those squishmallows. Let me get into that. Okay, so I'm just looking at my collection overall right here. I noticed there's a bald spot right there. I think one of them might have fallen.
Anyway, ignore that.
Step 1, actually, first of all, to contradict myself, is let me get these out of the way because it's gonna be hard for me to access my squishmallows with all of these on the floor. Oh, okay. Why am I out of breath? Got those out of there. I'm just gonna look through them and pick out the ones that are standing out to me right now. They're not my favorites, and I can let them go. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. You think I don't love you as much as everyone else. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put the ditch ones on the couch for now.
You're so cute.
Not that cute. Also you.
You're not my favorite.
I feel like I have a lot of pumpkin ones, and you are not one of my favorite pumpkin ones. Oh my gosh, you're so cute though. No. Oh. This is so hard. I see you up there. Nah, you knew you were gonna go, didn't you? Who else? Who else can I kill? This one isn't my favorite. This one is not one of my favorites. Woo!
I feel like I should like this one, but
I don't think I need all of the different butterflies that I have. Okay, I'm stumped. I can't find any other ones, and this is all I've gotten rid of. This is not good. I'm gonna need to be a little bit more brutal here. Okay, so that's a little bit more. I wish I knew the magic number of how many I could keep.
Like, how many can I keep?
Also, I'm debating getting rid of my huge ones, even though I really like them because they take up so much space, especially this big, huge pink one. She is just massive. She takes up so much of the shelf. Also, a lot of the ones that are in my overflow collection are more neutral colored. I really like them being organized in rainbow order, but if I'm introducing all those neutral color ones into this area, it's kind of gonna throw it off. I think I'm gonna have to do one shelf that's like not in rainbow order. There are a lot that I really love that are like brown or white, and I want to keep those. So yeah, it's not gonna be fully a rainbow ordered shelf anymore. Oh, that bothers me. Oh, girl. Ugh. Oh, I love you. You smell good. Oh my gosh. I really do love you, I promise. It's not you, it's your size. I feel like I could put this in Mini-Me's room though, because her room is pink and rainbow.
Which is perfect.
And that would make me happy to see her love it. I think she has to go. Okay, I think that's all that I can get rid of right now.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm hurting.
I'm gonna go over there and start grabbing ones out of the overflow section and see how many of those I can let go of. Oh my gosh. Hi. I'm realizing I don't really love the squishmallows that look like drinks. So bye. I don't know. I just feel like they're not as cute as some of the other ones. I don't know. And I don't love the ones that look like cupcakes that much either. So bye. I have so many cows. Do I need all of these cows? Yes! This one is big, and I feel like it's not that much of a favorite. Oh,
Just look at these spots. They're so cute.
I think I can let it go though. This one is a lot. It's a lot. I feel like it's maybe too much. Okay, actually though, I got rid of quite a few in this section. This ended up being more than I expected. So with all of them combined, this is now my get rid of pile. Obviously, I'm not gonna throw these in the trash. I will either donate them or give them away or even use them for like painting projects because I do like to customize plushies sometimes. With this amount out of the equation, I feel like I might be able to squeeze the remaining that I have kept onto these shelves. So I need to start bringing those over here. So I just dropped all of them on the floor and the organizer smashed into many pieces. That's fine though. Ooh, I'm just eyeing this big space that I have now. So empty. Possibilities. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna clean this up and then I'm gonna start messing around with my arrangement here to see what I can make work. Okay, so setting Squishmallows up on a shelf is extremely long and tedious, and you better be happy with where you put them because if you need to move any of them, everything falls down. It's like an avalanche situation over and over and over again, so that's fun. I was sweating, things kept falling. It's an annoying process, but it's totally worth it because it's gonna look amazing in the end. So after the grueling process of lining up all these Squishmallows, getting them perfectly balanced and putting them in color order, it's almost complete. I'm sweating, it's so hot. I've been at this for like over an hour at this point. Now, since I have incorporated a lot of my neutral Squishmallows in there, the bottom shelf does not exactly follow the rainbow thing, which is annoying, but also it's worth it for my neutral babies because some of my favorite Squishmallows are just neutral colors, so it's fine.
But
I think overall this looks really good. I have a small pile left that aren't on the shelves and it's mostly little ones. So I'm going to just try to cram in as many as I can in any empty spaces, but whoever does not fit on the shelf is getting the boot. So this is high stakes. I I filled every gap that I could, and these are the ones that are left over. I obviously prioritize the ones that I like the most first. Okay, so I have all of my Squishmallows up on the shelves, organized, sorted, decluttered. They look fantastic. I'm very happy with them. I learned a few things from the first time I did this, so I feel like this is a little bit improved. Just a little bit, except for the bottom shelf.
But
My declutter pile has grown significantly, so that is a lot of Squishmallows that I'm letting go of. I'm kind of sad about some of them, but also I'm really happy to have my empty space back and for all of my Squishmallows to be in one place, so it's worth it. I do still have a few little Hugmies on the floor under the shelf, but those aren't technically Squishmallows. But now I have to swing everything around to the other side of the room to handle my other plushie situation. Boom! Switched around. I'm hoping to keep most of these up, but I just want to add all the plushies that I've released since I put these on display, which is going to require all of the Blob Universe figures to go in the trash. I'm just kidding. Even just saying that gave me a panic feeling in my chest. No, they're not going to the trash. I have a special plan for my Blob Universe figures, but I do want them out of here, which is interesting because originally I wanted these shelves specifically for Blob Universe, and now they're being evicted? What? Turns out making 5,000 blobs takes a little bit of time. In the meantime, I'm going to move them elsewhere.
But don't worry, they'll be happy. I'll make sure of it.
But for right now, I think I'm just gonna keep this whole shelving space my plushies. Okay, so step one, I'm gonna get all of my Blob Universe figures off the shelf and out of here, put into a nice, safe place until they find their new home. The shelves at the very bottom are the closest together, so I know that only mini plushies will fit there, so I'm just gonna move all the mini plushies that I currently have down to the bottom, and that way I can potentially move some of the larger plushies down a little bit. Okay, so I began rearranging them and placing them in their new spots. I started by bringing down some of the smaller ones from the upper shelves, and then started adding in all of the new plushies and the custom plushies that I've done recently. Of course, keeping them in rainbow order, and somehow this ended up being the perfect amount of mini plushies. Like, they fit absolutely perfectly on these 4 shelves. Hard to believe that I have this many mini plushies that I've released, but that's reality.
It is so many.
That's crazy. I worked my way up to the top shelves, and this is where it got a little bit more challenging. I definitely wanted to incorporate some of my newer
big plushies,
but these obviously take up a lot more space, so I didn't have enough space to include every single big plushie that I have. I tried to squeeze as many of them in there as possible, but some of them just would not fit, so I ended up shoving a couple of them under the shelf, which is meh, but they'll stay there for now. I might move them. I did make a place for Evan as well. He made it on the shelf, surprisingly. Okay, so yay! This shelf is now sorted. That didn't take even a fraction of the time that the Squishmallows did. They're also a lot easier to set up because they actually sit up. The next priority for me is my blobs. Currently, they're sitting on my filming table and they cannot stay there. They need a safe place to go. So I'm gonna move over to the new Blob Universe home. Let me take a quick break from my plushie reorganization to talk about something very relevant. I have a new plushie. Does anyone remember that sweet baby that somebody sent me a while ago? Somebody made me a Punchy plush, and I cannot tell you how much that meant to me. And now it's time to share the joy of Punchy with you guys, because introducing the Punchy plush. Oh boy, she's here. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is Punchy in plush form for the first time, complete with fluffy tail. Look at all the details of her. The leaf. She is just perfect. Super soft. We do have Punchy plushes in stock and ready to ship now, but order soon because once those sell out, this will flip to pre-order. She's a cat. She's a grapefruit. She's fat. She's punchy. Now that I've reorganized all of my plushies, I am beyond excited to add Punchy to my shelf because she absolutely needs to be there. She is one of my favorites. Also, now is the perfect time to shop on my website if there's anything that you've been wanting. We are having a massive Black Friday sale, along with bringing back some of the items that sold out that were very popular, like the generational bag set, the Poopy plush, and the Jumbo Mega Chubs plush. If you're interested in any of that, I will put the link to my store in the description, or you can scan the QR code that's on the screen. Back to the plushie situation. Okay, hi. This emptiness right here, this is where my Blob universe is gonna live. I feel like it is ample space for my collection right now with a lot of room to grow. I did buy some shelves and pre-assembled them
I'm prepared.
to put in this space. I'm gonna set up those shelves in this space and then just start carefully moving all of my Blob universe figures over here. Okay, so they actually fill out this space a lot more than I expected. I thought I was gonna have to like spread them miles apart, but I actually had to lightly stagger some areas because they don't all fit. However, there's still a lot of room behind the first row, and there's a lot of space in between the shelves. Also, I don't have any on the countertop, so I could easily double the amount that I have here and still use this space for Blob Universe, so I'm fine with this. I like them here. They look nice here. They have their own little space, which is nice. I actually thought though, what would be really cool is since they have their own dedicated like nook, would be to paint a galaxy on the wall behind the shelf. That way they look like they're in the galaxy.
There's like Blob Universe and a galaxy.
Definitely have to set aside some time to make that happen. But last thing I have to do, and I gotta cram this in for today, is my plushie display for my background of videos. Hello, this is a familiar place. This is gonna be the smallest area of work so far, so I should be able to knock this out. I should be a pro at this point. I'm gonna get my chair out of here because we don't need you right now, sweetie. I have already set aside a bunch of plushies that I think are going to work for this. So I'm gonna go get those and bring those in. The only thing I'm worried about with these plushies is color. So I'm not trying to pair anyone up or put anyone next to another person. No, I'm just worried about the color, the overall impact of the plushies as a group. So I've selected plushies that are nice and like one strong color, and I'm hoping that that will make the rainbow effect a little bit stronger. So that was annoying. It's a small space, but I really wanted it to look nice since this is literally in the background of like 99% of my videos. So I really tried here to get it just perfect, and this is the best that I could do. I do think that it looks better than it did before. It looks like a stronger rainbow, so I'm happy with that. Eustace, get out of the frame. It has taken me all day to do this and I'm wiped out. I can't believe I spent most of my day just slightly adjusting plushies. Very tedious and sweaty. But it's done now. I'm very happy with how everything looks. I'm really glad to have gone through all my plushies. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see the last phase of decluttering, which is going to be tackling my squishy collection, which has gotten way out of control. Okay, spoiler alert. Tune in next month. I'll be posting that video. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.